Hi Aquarius, this is Amani and welcome to your general weekly reading from March 6th to March 12th, 2017. Understand that these are very broad messages and they may or may not resonate with your specific life situation. Alright then Aquarius, without further ado, let's begin. On Monday, you have the Seven of Cups, okay? This is like imagining all the things you could have in life basically. Okay? Like a car. Am I going to be able to buy as many hair clips and makeup and things like that I want now that someone came in and helped me with some cash? All right. So this feels like a long awaited situation is what I feel like with this. Like someone could have been waiting for funds to come in for a very long time and they finally got it. So now they're able to get the house that they've been waiting for. They've been able to take the trip or the flight or whatever it may be that they've just been waiting for a while. Like possibly even like 6 or plus months. They've been waiting patiently. Well, maybe patiently some days, and then other days maybe not so patiently. All right, is what I feel like. All right, so I feel like it's something that's finally coming in for you and you're happy, and now you're able to move forward. Okay, in terms of, this is going to be someone moving out of a place. They could have lived somewhere for a long time, for example living with friends, but finally able to get their own place now is what I feel like with this card. Okay. All right, and with this, I also feel is this is going to be a trip, or someone is going to visit family. Someone is definitely trying to figure out whether they should take the kids with them if they have children. All right, so this is trying to figure out, okay, should I take the kids with me? Should I take my husband, or should I go by myself? Okay, should I take my friend with me? Is she gonna drive me crazy on this long trip? Okay, what should I do? What can I do to make this situation work in my favor, basically? All right. On Tuesday, you have the Sun. The Sun has to deal with like success. It also has to do with hospital visits. Okay, I feel like someone is pregnant and they are getting ultrasounds done. All right. Whereas on Monday, I feel like if this is going to be an appointment, you're trying to figure out who you want to take to your appointment with you. Is what I feel like. Okay, that's why on Monday you're like, okay, do I want to take this little child? If you already have a child, do I want to take my sister? Is she gonna work my nerve if I take her to the appointment with me? That's what that feels like. Okay. And on another part, I feel like if this is going to be a family member or a friend, they can also be pregnant themselves, or they can also be finding out that they're pregnant. So you're accompanying them, I feel like, to their ultrasound if it's not yours. Okay. So that's the message that I also feel off of this. Okay. Someone could also be revealing that they're having twins. Okay, this could be your sister, your aunt, whoever you're with is revealing that they're having twins, like a boy and a girl, 2 girls, but I feel mostly a boy and a girl. But this is a bit of a shocker to you and for the person. I feel like they didn't know that they were pregnant. All right, is the energy that I feel off of this, and they're kind of like they're in shock, complete shock about their own pregnancy. Okay, or you're in shock about a child or someone that is younger than you that could be in the hospital again. Okay, or if this is going to be a child, the child could be going to hospital, doctor's visits and things like that. And it's your friend's child, so she's wanting you to accompany her to take care of her child, to see what's going on in terms of the child's health. Okay, that was long. On Wednesday, you have the 8 of Cups. This is a situation that's not that great in terms of energy. All right, and it could be an emotional situation. Okay, with this, I'm feeling like a disease of some kind. Okay, maybe you, like somebody in your family, somebody has some kind of disease. Okay, I don't know if it's like a sexually transmitted disease. I don't feel so much you. I feel like you're possibly finding out that someone in your family, someone in your life has some kind of sexual disease, is what I feel from this situation. Okay, which is probably why also you were going to the doctor with someone. This could be a spouse, could be a boyfriend, girlfriend that's finding out that they had some kind of illness. Okay, is what I feel like. All right, so but to you it's a bit of a surprise. To the person, I feel like if they cheated, or they were with someone, they had multiple partners and they're finding out that they have some kind of like STD, and it's like you're going to the doctor to get checked up on, is what I feel like with this card. Okay. But I feel like with this person, they've been sick for a while though. They just didn't say anything, is what I feel like. Okay, they've been sick for a very long time. Didn't express. I feel like they had all kinds of symptoms. I feel like they went to the doctor, got tested multiple times, nothing was showing up, and now something is finally showing up in terms of, it doesn't have to be like a STD. It could be just, some other kind of illness that was kind of hidden for a while and finally came to the surface, is what I feel like. Okay. On Thursday, you have the Five of Swords here. Okay. Very self-explanatory in terms of that Wednesday card. If this was someone going to the doctor multiple times to figure out what was going on with them, it's definitely a backstabbing situation with this card. Okay. For example, why didn't you pick this up in my blood? Why didn't you pick this up in my urine? Like, this is what it feels like to me. Okay. Definite physical tests, blood exams, OBGYNs. These are things that are coming up to the surface now that didn't before, and it's definitely not that great situation. All right, in terms of finding out possibly someone else's health, or I don't feel so much. It doesn't have to be yours. It could be someone else around you, their health. All right, they didn't know what was going on for a long time, and they were sick, really sick. All right, they possibly could have even been talking about all the ailments and pains that they were having, but it just wasn't making any sense. The doctors kept telling them that it was okay, and they believed it. So I feel like someone is willing to sue, or you're telling someone, okay, you need to sue them. If they miss this very important aspect of this test, you need to sue. That's what it feels like here. Okay, to me. All right. It's also with this card, I feel some depression. All right. I'm feeling like postpartum depression. Maybe you know someone that has postpartum depression. All right. So they're possibly getting tested for, those kind of things, what to do in terms of how to better help that situation. Okay. Or this situation could be causing some depression. All right. That was Thursday. On Friday, you have the High Priestess. This is like the queen of intuition. You could be very intuitive yourself. You can even be psychic. All right. With this, I feel like you know what you have to do, possibly in terms of your own health or someone else's health, or they know what they have to do. All right. But in this case, the other person may feel like maybe it's too late to do something, but it's never really too late to do anything. All right. But use your intuition in times like these. So if your body is if someone's body isn't feeling right, all right, or if there's a relationship that doesn't feel right to you, use your intuition about it. All right, use your intuition about how you're feeling on an emotional and physical level. Okay, don't just let things just whisk right by your face, your eyes. All right, pay close attention to the signs that your body's trying to let you know, basically. Okay, is what I feel like. And it's not that you didn't want to see something. It's about seeing it and how to really work through it the best way that you can. Okay, is what I feel like off of that card. On Saturday, you have the Queen of Wands. This is an Aries. This could be an Aries that you're interacting with. It doesn't have to be. Just a very passionate woman. Possibly a very passionate woman about making changes in her life. It could be you showing up like that too, with fire elements in your chart. All right. With this, I feel like someone is finally moving, is the message that I got from this sign. Okay. Finally moving, finally getting what they've been waiting so long for to get. All right, it is going to be a job. You're finally getting the promotion that you've been waiting for. It is going to be a house. You're finally getting the house or apartment or car that you've been waiting so long for. Okay, so you literally went from the beginning of the week imagining all the things you could have to finally getting it. All right, congratulations. Okay, in terms of your health may need some work. All right, in terms of your stress level, watch your stress. Make sure you drink a lot of water. Take care of yourself, okay? Try to alleviate how much thinking you do. You spend a lot of time. You are an air sign, so try to back off a little bit from the amount of thinking that you do. If you're thinking about someone else, try to alleviate that. All right, because this is you. This is your life. If this is someone that you're interacting with, I do feel like you are getting hired, or you are getting the position that you applied for, or someone else is finally getting the position they applied for. All right, so just be very positive in terms of how you move forward. Don't let anything get in your way. All right, because you do have, this also feels to me, you do have help. Okay, in terms of a female energy that's willing to come in and help you. It could be your mother. All right, that's has your back. Do whatever it is that you're dealing with in terms of relationships and in terms of moving. Okay. On Sunday, you have the devil, which is a sign of Capricorn. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. All right. It could have been a Capricorn that had this crazy situation going on earlier in the week, but it doesn't have to be. This has to be. This has to do with going back to old habits, and I say going back because it's funny that I said going back, because this card has to do with battling addictions of any kind, ruminating thoughts, like I said, about alleviating your stress. But it also has to do with going back to bad behaviors like smoking and drinking addictions. Okay, I feel like someone has been, based on the stress level that they've been having been in a situation where they were unhappy for a very long time. They're really thinking about going back to old thinking on old behaviors. All right, try to stay positive. Okay, use your intuition about your positive life changes that are coming along the way. All right, don't let that slip and go back to bad behaviors, bad habits, etc. Okay, smoking, drinking, things of that nature. Okay, it could have seemed a little bit stressful for you or someone else in the at some point during the week, but just take it easy. All right, just take it easy. Just try your best not to go back to bad eating, drinking, smoking, things of that nature. Okay, you don't want to take good care of your body is what I feel like. Okay, your underlying theme for the week, you do have the Fool. This has to do with new beginnings, new ventures in life. Like I said, you are moving, you are getting the job that you have been waiting for. All right, with this I feel like you are willing to, it's almost like not really sure how to move forward. Okay, because I feel like you're taking the time out to think about a lot of things possibly in your life. I feel like how this feels to me, I feel like someone could have went through some extreme situations in their life and they don't really know how to, it's that powerful that they don't really know how to move forward from it. Okay, it has their mind basically on lockdown. All right, and they're not sure how to move is how I feel like, because I feel like they have been in a situation that has been so toxic for so long. Now they're finally coming out of it, but it's almost like being feral. All right, like a feral child, not knowing what to expect. All right, in that case, it would be in reverse, not knowing how to start new or fresh energy here. All right, so don't be feral. Just open up your eyes and be open to new things, new beginnings. You've got new beginnings ahead of you in a very positive way is what I feel like. Okay, all right then, Aquarius, that concludes the end of your reading. I hope that you enjoyed that. If you like a personal one with me, please contact me via Facebook message or email. All right then, Aquarius, take care, be healthy, bye.